God, stop! On these shields, boys! Face of this earth that can keep you out of hell. It's not Baptist, it's not Methodist, it's not Presbyterian, it's not Catholic, it's not Jew. There's just one name that can keep you out of hell, and it's the name of Jesus.
Today, they called you king. They think you are the Messiah.
Who do you think I am?
You are the Son of God.
What if he's not the one? We're risking our lives. For what?
He has shown us his power. We must have faith in him.
Don't be afraid. Trust in God. Trust in me also. You know the way to where I'm going.
We don't know where you're going. How can we know the way?
I am the way, the truth, and the life.
I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. The beginning and the end.
My lord, I had been expecting death to come.
There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain. I am making everything new. Yes. I am coming soon. May the grace of the Lord be with all God's people.
Amen.
them don't teach. It's the education that we don't get in school, you know.
Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own belief? One love.
You're doing really well now, but didn't you release a CD like almost 10 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I released a gospel record when I was 15 because I grew up in, you know, a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so I kind of sang about, you know, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music,
Yeah.
but it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Because your parents were quite strict, they were Christian ministers.
They still are, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
They still are.
And how do they feel now about all your success?
They are very happy for me and support me. Of course, like, I'm not naive. I know that they have different views, and I have my views, but I think that's been the dynamic with, like, parents and their children a lot of times is, like, you know, the kids are a different generation and think some other things, and the parents still think this thing. So, but we agree to disagree, and we get along swell.
Because you weren't allowed to say lucky, weren't you, when you were
How do you know that?
Oh,
he
psychic.
does his research.
That's the whole nice.
I was only allowed to say that I was blessed, which is good because I say that to this day that I'm blessed.
But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Publicity, you're out of your mind.
He's one of my most favorite people. For about 3 weeks. And he's been terrific. She's the greatest.
I so badly want to be Catherine Hudson that I don't even want to look like Katy Perry anymore sometimes.
Okay.
And like, that is a little bit of why I cut my hair, is because I really want to be my authentic self.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I wrote a song about it.
Okay.
That's what I guess I do. That's how I process, is I write songs.
And you get rid of those feelings, those
Well,
uncomfortable
yeah.
feelings.
Some of them don't come out fully, and that's why I still do the work.
Which song was that? What lyric comes to your mind?
By the grace of God.
Okay.
Yeah, well, sometimes they don't want to, and they're, you know, Gaga, we can't get, you know, the frequency's weird, and, you know, it's sounding a little bit strange, and I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, you know, I get a little bit mad, and I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, you know, I get a little bit.
bringeth out those which are bound with chains, but the rebellious dwell in a dry land.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clever Music. I'm Bridget Daly in Hollywood with a bizarre Gaga update. She's apparently having some wicked night terrors. Now, sources say Gaga's been having a recurring nightmare about the devil. Now, Gaga explained the dream is about a phantom taking her into a room where there's a blonde girl with ropes tied to her limbs, pulling her apart. How creepy is that? Well, we certainly hope it's getting better. We'd be scared to fall asleep if we were Gaga. What do you guys think she needs to do to stop these night terrors for good? Comment below and make sure to subscribe to Clever Music.
Clearly, Lady Gaga is in rebellion against Jesus Christ. Hence, why the video revolves around the symbolism of the dry land. Lady Gaga is being portrayed as a rebel who walks with the original rebel, Satan.
Please do not forget that hatred or evil, whatever you want to call it, it's intelligent, it's smart, and it's invisible. It's an invisible snake that while it is planning to make its attack, it is thinking to itself, I am going to divide my enemy into smaller, less strong groups, and then I'm going to make them hate each other so that it's easier to take them down. And as we're all yelling at each other, trying to figure out which group it is that's causing the problem, evil's winning. I have had to make decisions like, why am I unhappy? Okay, Stephanie Gaga hybrid person. Why are you unhappy? Why is it that you want to quit music a couple years ago? It's like, well, I really don't like selling these, fragrances, perfumes. I don't like wasting my time spending days just shaking people's hands and smiling and taking selfies. It feels shallow to my existence. I have a lot more to offer than my image. I don't like being used to make people money. I feel sad when I'm overworked and that I've just become a money-making machine and that my passion and my creativity take a back seat. That makes me unhappy. So what did I do? I started to say, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm not taking that picture. I'm not going to that event. I'm not standing by that because that's not what I stand for. And slowly but surely.
Friends, because I was hearing a lot about her, and so they told me, who she was and what she was doing. And I come from the school of thought there's just some things that the public just shouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like things that happen between two people, a wife and a husband, girl. I just don't think that it's for mass consumption. I just have always felt that way, and I just think that the whole idea of celebrity and fame has become really convoluted and, kind of bastardized, like whereas fame used to be the byproduct of success, and now it's the ultimate goal. And if your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like you're gonna end up on a one-way street and it's going nowhere. Like that's just the truth. I've seen so many people like forsake their moral code and their value systems just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really not worth it.
Most of all, we at war with ourselves. God, show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. Jesus or whatever it is, I'm saying these are my heroes. These are people that I look up to. This is the type of impact I want to make on the earth.
The actors can't take this shit sometimes. And if they take everything away from me, me, it wouldn't fucking matter. Artists be too concerned about their well-being sometimes. Artists be too scared to stand up for something. They scared to lose their fucking house. Or they scared to lose their record deal. I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. I'm spaced out, dog. I be on that moon talk. I wonder if God asked Mike how to moonwalk.
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me. And he says the things that I don't want to say. He was born, just a few months ago. I think he was born out of rage. He was conceived in rage. So he bashes everyone. He threatens to beat people, and he's violent.
That must be nice to have like an ignorant loudmouth who you can just sort of blame every...
He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up. Now he won't leave. He wants to be blamed.
Roman, stop it, you've gone mad, I tell you mad, you and this boy Slim Shady.
I got the pumps, it ain't got medicine, I got bars, sentencing, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a cunt, and I'll kick that hoe, punt.
Like a dungeon dragon, like a dungeon dragon, like a dungeon dragon.
I ain't no S&M, but my whip's off the chain. A little drop of candy paint drips off the frame. Twisted ass mine, got a pencil for a brain and a razor for a head, fucking pencil for a frame. You don't like it, then peel off, bitch. Every last woman on earth I'll kill off, and I still wouldn't fuck you sluts. So wipe the smile on your grill off. I swear to God I'll piss a Happy Meal off. Get the wheels turning, spin a wheel off.
If I could go back, I never would've rapped. I sold my soul to the devil, I'll never get it back. I just wanna leave this game with level-head intact. Imagine going from being and knowing to seeing everything blow up, and all you did was just grow up and seeing. It's fucking crazy, cause all I wanted was to get paid to the life.
I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I'll make it better.
And how long will I live?
Eternal life and forever.
Oh, will I be the G that I was?
I make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of. So relax your soul, let me take control. Close your eyes, my soul.
My eyes are closed.
Still out here doing these songs, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Well, Gary, your fans cut across all age groups and include Patricia Neal and the late Roald Dahl. You were introduced to them by their daughter, and she is here. Yeah. Tessa Dahl.
Tessa,
Their whole thing about me, whether it be me being a devil worshiper or whatever, besides them reading into my hand over my eye on my album cover.
Why is your hand over your eye on your album?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about?
Tessa, were you impressed from the very beginning?
Oh, always greatly impressed.
Oh.
Gary actually came to live in my house when he was between jobs. And,
yeah, but I was absolutely broke.
My sister Lucy turned it into quite a successful venture because she used to pack the train full of her adolescent school friends in school uniform. And they'd Skype school. And she'd bring them up to the house and charge them £5 a head to come and gaze at glitter. And my sister Lucy turned it into quite a successful venture because she used to pack the train full of her adolescent school friends in school uniform. And they'd Skype school. And she'd bring them up to the house and charge them £5 a head to come and gaze at glitter. She'd Skype school. And she'd Skype school. And she'd Skype school. And she'd Skype school.
First of all, I would like to start by saying that we have an international paedophile ring that's been operating within every democratic government on our planet. There has also been connections to the Middle East all over the world. We're looking at the killing of children. We're going back to just a guy called Sidney Cook, which those that are initiated into this subject will understand. We're looking at the torture of children. We're looking at snuff movies. I'll tell you what happened. One snuff movie, our victim was forced to film a snuff movie, all by Sidney Cook. This is our witness, the main witness that has come to us, because he doesn't want to go too far now with the police and the secret services, if you like, that are involved. So, you know, this is a very precarious position. We're talking about, and I'm not just talking about in this country, I'm talking about all over the world, every sovereign country, with everywhere. And I've been working on it for 6 months now, Lou, and even me, it has rocked me. Yeah. It has rocked me to my foundations. I cannot believe the names that are coming out. And as you know, Lou, you know, I've been doing this kind of work for a very long time. So Leon Britton, you know, our witness was attacked and raped by Leon Britton. Leon Britton is the one that they don't want to go for at the moment. Our witness identified Leon Britton by a tattoo that he has on his groin. Our witness drew the tattoo for...
Keep the smiles up. Thumbs up. Nick, 4 years ago, I asked you, what were you going to do about institutional paedophile operating in this country now? Your reply to me, Nick, was, I don't know what you mean by institutional paedophile rings. Do you understand what I was talking about 4 years ago now, Nick, and stay in my eyes? Talking about taxes, thanks very much.
Well, they're naming Cyril Smith and they're saying the Liberal Democrat leader, the Liberal Democrat Party and the Labour Party have got questions to answer about paedophilia, institutional paedophilia within councils, within government.
Okay.
And he's banging on their door now, Lou.
So hang on a minute.
They can't hide anymore.
No, they can't hide.
Lou, can I just say that this is all because of victims that are coming forward. So you victims that are out there, you come forward because you're now witnesses. And, you know, this fight, we're taking this right into the heart. We are in the battlefield now, and swords and sabres are clashing.
Absolutely.
And we will not back down.
No, I mean, we
As
also...
victims and survivors of institutional child abuse, the people, when your audience, Lou, when they start watching the news today and they see what's happening, they will understand my temperament at the moment, if you like.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there. Like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like you're gonna end up on a one-way street and it's going nowhere. Like that's just the truth. I've seen so many people like forsake their moral code and their value systems just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really not worth it. Here he comes.
Hello everybody, my name's Bill Maloney and I am a victim of child abuse, as were my 7 siblings. If I start telling you people here in the middle of Trafalgar Square that I have a very reliable victim who is a witness on the island of Jersey who told me in detail how the Queen Mother used to play about with her. Yes, I can see you. And this is what you're all here for. You're all here for the crown. You're all here, all you tourists, you're all here to say, what a wonderful country, we've got a wonderful Queen. Well, what you don't know is that the Queen owns the island of Jersey. The UK does not own the island of Jersey, it is the Queen. Our Queen owns the island of Jersey. It has a population of just 90,000, 9-0. Yet it has a financial industry worth £250 billion per year. She has not taken any, and I can see one of the wardens looking at me, because what I am doing here is committing treason. Now, it was up to 1998 that the only law in this country, not killing children, raping children, torturing children, no death penalty for that. But in 1998, we still had a death penalty in this country for treason. Now, treason means something as simple as this: talking bad against the royal family. Well, if we've got any police officers here, I am accusing the Queen Mother of paedophilia. And I am accusing her daughter of covering it up on her island of Jersey. And so, this is a dirty country. This country is filthy because of our Queen and her mother and Mr. Lord Mountbatten, who, when he was killed, had 3 children on his boat with him. That's how high it goes. And now, another little bit of sinister story for you. The Pope, the age of sexual consent in the Pope's Vatican City up to 1 year ago, 2009, was just 12. 12. You can take a kid at 12 years of age in the Vatican City. Then, when our film Sun, Sea and Satan was released, they put it up last year to 14. You have 800 priests, clergymen that live in the Vatican City. Nobody else lives there or stays there. They are celibate. Now, celibacy means you don't have sex. Why do they need an age of consent if they don't have sex? And I'm very angry. I am very angry. And then we have President Putin. When President Putin was on his election campaign, he was in a place like this, and he walked up to an 8-year-old boy, lifted his t-shirt up and kissed him on the nipple. The whole of the Ukraine said, excuse me, bollocks about the election. Why did he do it? Why did Putin kiss that child on the nipple? And what I'm trying to do here, people, is show you how high it goes. The royal family, the Pope, the Catholic Church, and he's coming over here, and I want to talk to him, but I don't think he's going to talk to me. Now, there is another outrage that is going on.
Why did God give me this life? Sometimes it's overwhelming. Why did God give me my talent, my gift, my family? But I know you're not supposed to question God. So I'm grateful for the life He's given me. I'm so grateful. I'm alive and I'm living a dream. I'm living my dreams. Wow.
Oh, that's Beyonce singing her hit song, Single Ladies. From her new album, I Am Sasha Fierce. Wow. So you are Sasha Fierce.
Yes, this side of the album is I Am.
Yes.
And people, I think, are a little more familiar with my stage persona.
Sasha Fierce.
Sasha Fierce.
So, like, when you're getting ready to go on stage and perform to Sasha Fierce, when does she show up?
When I put on my stilettos, when, like, the moment right before when you're nervous and that other thing kind of takes over for you.
Uh-huh.
Then Sasha Fierce appears, and my posture and the way I speak and everything is different.
Old Sasha's coming out.
No, she's not. She doesn't do interviews. She only performs.
Oh, she doesn't do interviews?
No.
No, you leave her home for that.
Yes.
One of the most blasphemous statements that she makes in this video is, and I quote, "I plugged my mentees with the pages of the holy book," unquote. For those of you that do not know what she means by that, she's literally saying she used the Bible as a tampon, bluntly put. Is this what you want to be a fan of? Imagine what would happen if she said this about the Quran or any other religion for that fact. She says this at the same time while a video of the Bible is floating underwater. Wake up, guys. As her baptism into the occult is complete, she comes out of a church with all the water pouring out behind her. As the water rushes beneath her feet, Beyonce stands in the false Christ pose, which represents her allegiance to the Antichrist system. She even walks on water to further prove her allegiance to the evil she's in and to Satan.
Sometimes it's hard to wake up in the morning, mind full of demons. I don't wanna hear them anymore. Got me heartbroken, fine. So many babies screaming cause they singing destruction before they see a human being.
Everybody, I like it in the soup, on the news, everybody gone. Bang.
out there until we learn to break. We can all make a change, so I'm told, but I haven't seen the change unfold. I'll keep hoping, please, if you prefer to breathe. Communities in need of people that believe. I'll keep hoping, please, if you prefer to breathe. Communities in need of people that believe.
They made and created so much joy for the world. And the system, meaning the record companies, totally took advantage of it. But this is very important, what we're fighting for. Because I'm tired, I'm really, really tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of how the press is manipulating everything that's been happening in this situation. They do not tell the truth. They're liars. And they manipulate our history books. The history books are not true. It's a lie. The history books are lying. You need to know that. You must know that. All the forms of popular music, from jazz to hip-hop, to bebop, to soul, you know, you talk about the different dances, from the cakewalk, to the jitterbug, to the Charleston, to breakdancing. All these are forms of black dancing. The minute it became the all-time best-selling albums in history in the Guinness Book of World Records, overnight, they called me a freak. They called me a homosexual. They called me a child molester. They said I tried to bleach my skin. They made everything to turn the public against me. This is all complete conspiracy. You have to know that. You know, it's time. I love more. It's time for a change. And let's not leave this building and forget what has been said. Put it into your heart. Put it into your subconscious mind. And let's do something about it. We have to. We have to. Because it's been a long, long time coming. And a change has got to come.
Government don't wanna see all these rules about what's living.